Hi there, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk about another Halloween themed race I did in 2018, the Monster Mash, that takes place in Dover, Delaware. I think usually in the middle of October it takes place. So the story with this one is it takes place like I said, it takes place in Dover at a hotel casino that actually has a NASCAR racetrack in it. So the first mile of the race is actually you're running around the oval of the racetrack out and then through the city of Dover. And of course, Dover is the capital of Delaware. So you kind of go through the capital district of the city a little bit, see some kind of historical sites. Then, of course, you end up kind of out in the boonies. I remember running through by cornfields for a good portion of it before you got back into the main part of the city. Now, it is, as you can see, a full marathon and a half marathon. So you get to choose which distance you do, of course, and the first maybe 7 or so miles you're going in tandem, and then the full marathoners go off one way and the half marathoners continue another way. And then you eventually link back up and finish again right outside the racetrack. And the other cool thing is there's this really cool monster statue outside of the racetrack that I will actually have as the thumbnail for this video, because it is really cool to see. And of course you're starting it really early in the morning, so it's still dark out, so it's all lit up, and it's really pretty cool to see. So I found it very surreal running that race because it was running on a NASCAR racetrack. I thought that was kind of surreal. I'm not into NASCAR or anything, but it was still like, hey, this is a pretty big sports related thing that I'm running on. Like I said, I warmed up on Doubleday Field for a 10K at Cooperstown, and warmed up on the speed skating oval in Lake Placid and finished the marathon there. And then, of course, I ran through the Olympic Stadium in Montreal. So this was another kind of interesting thing to do. As I said, it's Halloween themed. The medal actually looks like this, or at least that year. I kind of have the feeling that that's their theme. They always kind of use that same face, kind of, somehow. And the other pretty cool thing, actually, is that when you are someone who has done the race several times, I think it's like every 5 and 10 times you've run it, you get a special medal saying that, hey, I've done this race X times. So that's another pretty cool reason to do the race, I think, especially doing it yearly. Of course, I live in New York, so that's kind of a long drive to do every year for one race weekend. So but the race was very well done. I really enjoyed it quite a bit. In fact, it came very, very close to being a PR. I was off by like a minute maybe from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame half marathon. So I held the Rock and Roll half PR until I ran the Rock and Roll Arizona race. So it was a little damp that morning, I remember. I think it had rained that night or that morning. In fact, actually, now that I think about it, it was, I believe, raining a little bit that morning, because I remember a lot of us huddling in the tent at the start, finding different places where we could hide underneath to keep somewhat dry while it was raining before the start. But I think it stopped by the time we had started the race, but it was still, cold and damp. So I think it might have drizzled a lot of the time during the race, but yeah, I recommend doing the race if you can. Again, either the half or the full distance. I believe they do kids races as well, but of course on Saturday. So yeah, and the casino was a nice little casino, nice hotel, very nice hotel actually. Had a nice little restaurant. We ate in, I think Saturday afternoon. I don't think we ended up having time to eat there Sunday morning. I think we ended up finding somewhere along the way home to stop and eat. But all in all, very good race, good area, nice place to stay. Yeah, so I highly recommend it. 2 days from now, 2 days from time of this recording, I will be running the Harry Gorilla Half in Voorheesville, New York. I will be recording that so I can post it to the channel. And I got the email last night explaining all the ins and outs of race day, so it sounds like they're doing a very good job keeping everything and everyone safe for the race, so I'm looking forward to doing that. They are talking about possibility of snow, so that I'm just glad I have trail shoes now. So yeah. With that, I thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, remember, we're in it for the long run. Peace and love.